This is Dr. Ganga, Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering at SRM Madurai College for Engineering and Technology. I am going to give a brief introduction about the types of foundations, which comes under the subject Basic Civil and Mechanical Engineering as per the Anna University 2021 regulations. The overall content of the presentation comprises of definition of foundation, followed by purpose of the foundation, and then comes the causes for the failure of the foundation, and finally the classification of foundation based on the functions of the elements. In general, a structure or a building has two major components. One is superstructure and another is substructure. The elements are the components which are present above the ground level are called as superstructural elements, and the elements which are below the ground level are called as superstructural elements. For example, slabs, beams and columns comes under the superstructural elements, and the foundation and the plinth beam which is present below the ground level are called as the superstructural elements. Now coming into the definition of the foundations. Foundations are the lowest part of the structure or base of the structure which carries or transfers load from the superstructure to the ground level or to the soil substrata. Now, the purpose of the foundation. The building foundation serves many purposes such as it distributes the weight of the structure over the large area of the soil. It provides or maintains the leveling of the structure or level surface of the structure. It prevents sliding and overturning, and it also maintains the stability of the structure. It prevents unequal settlement, and it minimizes the distress against the soil movements. Causes for the failure of the foundation. The foundations may fail due to many reasons such as the non-uniform settlement of the soil. This may be, and maybe due to the horizontal movement of the soil adjacent to the structure, and due to the alternate wetting and drying climatic condition of the soil, which may lead to swelling and shrinkage of the soil, which destroys the properties of the soil, and maybe due to the weathering agencies such as sun, wind, and rain, which may lead to the abrasion of the soil. And sometimes the roots of the trees or shrubs which are present near the foundation may penetrate into the foundation and may weaken the foundation. These are some of the images which shows the failure of the foundation. The first and second image shows the failure of the foundation, the collapse of the building, which may be due to the improper design, or it may be due to the bearing capacity of the soil may be low to withstand the load of the structure. This is the image showing the Pisa Tower located in Italy. This is one of the wonders of the world. There is an unequal settlement in the foundation. This is because of this unequal settlement only the Pisa Tower is tilting in one direction. It is tilted from the vertical direction. So this is also a cause for the failure of the foundation, that is unequal settlement. Foundations are classified into two types. One is shallow foundation and another is deep foundation. The shallow foundations are the foundations which has lesser depth when compared to the width of the foundation. And for the deep foundation, as the name indicates, these foundations are very deep, and it has lower width when compared to the depth of the foundation. Further, the shallow foundations are classified into isolated footing, combined footing, strap footing, grillage footing, mat and raft footing. And coming to the deep foundations, they are further classified into pile foundation, pier foundation, and caisson foundation. Under the classification of shallow foundations, spread or strip footing is a type of simple form of shallow foundations which is constructed below the load-bearing structure or the brick wall. It is in the form of a strip which distributes the wall load to the soil strata. This type of footings may be made of plain concrete or maybe constructed with the use of reinforced concrete structures. So these type of footings are generally used for low-rise buildings. Isolated footings are the simple type of shallow foundations, which is also known as individual footings, which always supports an individual columns. It may be of rectangular shapes or square shapes. These type of isolated footings are applicable where the loads are relatively light and the columns are far spaced. So here the figure shows this is a column. This column is being supported by an individual footing. This is called as isolated footing. Combined footings are the type of footings when one or two columns or two or more columns are very close to one another. These type of combined footings are preferred. When there is multiple columns and there may be overlapping of the columns. If you go for the individual footing, then the combined footings are preferred. In this figure shows these columns are very near. If we go for a individual footing means that the footing may overlap. So in these cases, the combined footings are generally adopted. Strap footings are nothing but if the columns are at different levels, the footings are being jointed with the strap beams, which is called as strap footings. So in this figure shows this column or this footing is at a higher level when compared to this column. So these two columns are being connected with the strap beams, so which is used to distribute the load evenly to the ground level. So this type of strap footings are preferred when there is a different level of columns or different level of the structural elements. A mat footing or raft footing is a type of shallow foundation which is used to carry heavy loads from the columns as well as walls. It is a type of large footing which supports several columns, and when the columns, if there is overlapping of of the columns in both the directions, this mat footings are being applicable for the distribution of the load from the column to the soil strata. Grillage foundation is a type of foundation which consists of grid beams. It is used to support the heavy loads as well as it is used to distribute the load over the large area. This figure shows the steel beams which are placed at right angles. This type of grillage foundation is used to support a single load from the column, and wherever the soil conditions are poor, this type of grillage foundations are preferred. Coming to the deep foundations are defined as if the depth of the foundation is very large when compared to its width, it is called as deep foundations. Some of the advantages of deep foundations are they have equal settlement. The limitations which are in the shallow foundations are being overcome by the use of the deep foundations. It also acts as an earthquake resistant structures. The deep foundations are used when the existing soil is not suitable enough to handle the foundations. Pile foundations are a type of deep foundation that uses long columns to support the structures. These columns are drilled into the column. The pile foundations are used when the top of the soil is not strong enough to support the structure. Generally, to transfer the load from the weak soil to the stronger soil, these type of pile foundations are used. Pile foundations are used in the form of piles which are either drilled, or cast into the ground. A pier foundation is a type of deep foundation which is used mainly for the bridges and dams and other type of large structures. A pier foundation is a collection of higher diameter cylindrical columns which is used to support load from the superstructure and transfer the load to the firmed strata which is present below or up to the rocky strata which is present below the ground level. Caisson foundation is a type of deep foundations, which is also popularly known as well foundations. This type of foundations are being constructed in a large sea or river. So this is a type of large box-like structures which is sunk into the ground or in the underwater to reach the hard stratum. So this is the type of a cylindrical type of foundation which is filled with concrete to support the substructural load. So this image shows the Golden Gate bridge, which is a type of suspension bridge. These piers or abutments are being supported by the well foundations. Thank you.